Since the coalition's involvement in March 2015, there haven't been any Houthi-sponsored military parades. However, since the UN brokered ceasefire on April 2nd, the rebel group has organized a number of them. The march in Hodeidah raised concerns from the UN, who viewed it as a breach of the Hodeidah Agreement. This report has more on this.
Despite the fact that there have been no Houthi-sponsored military parades since the coalition's intervention in March 2015, the rebel group has organized 6 such events since the UN-brokered truce went into force on April 2nd, in Damar, Amran, Hodeidah, and Sana'a. The United Nations voiced alarm over the procession in Hodeidah, deeming it a breach of the 2016 Hodeidah Agreement. The Houthis exhibited helicopters stolen from the Yemeni government when they took over the capital city 8 years ago at the September parade in Sana'a. Although the coalition attacked jets at Sana'a airport at the time, it is unclear where the Houthis stored the helicopters. Meanwhile, Tim Lenderking, the United States envoy to Yemen, has been attempting to extend and broaden the present UN-brokered truce in Yemen between the Houthis and Saudi Arabia for another 6 months. Lenderking returned to Washington on September 14th after visiting the United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, and Oman. All counterparts expressed their support for an expanded truce agreement that includes paying civil servants, improving freedom of movement through road openings, moving fuel quickly through the ports, and expanding commercial flights from Sana'a airport, the State Department said in a statement. The United States remains committed to advancing efforts to secure a durable and inclusive peace agreement for all Yemenis that includes their calls for justice and accountability. The Houthis' requirements for broadening the truce include that public workers in regions under their control be paid wages from the proceeds of the government's sales of oil and gas. However, the government claims that the wages should be paid from the profits of the Hodeidah port, which is under Houthi control. This is just one possible hurdle ahead of the truce's expiration on October 2nd. At that moment, the parties will have to decide whether to fight or to negotiate the fate of this beleaguered nation. They must also choose the people, feeding them, paying their salaries, and enabling them to rebuild. This will be a lengthy process.